one side with a clear advantage coming into this one, coming off the bye week, while their opposition, well, not only are they less rested, but they're coming off a big L as well.
Just a reality. I'm sorry, just a reality of the NFL that every season you're going to catch somebody coming off a bye who had more time to rest up than you did. And if you feel sorry for yourself, well, you're probably going to lose. When these games come along, it's time to grit your teeth and work even harder on those tired legs. You're going to see a lot of teams in that spot try some big plays early to grab that momentum right from the jump.
The veneer of a new season is gone. Yes, we used veneer in a football game. We're in the middle of the schedule now. It's away here in Week 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss. But he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Well, Brock, they haven't been immune to the injury bug this season, but somehow, someway, their losses on the depth chart have yet to lead to a loss on the field.
Yeah, and to me, Kate, this is really two things. This is good coaching and great attitude. They've stayed level-headed, and they've refused to panic whenever someone's gone down. That next man up mentality. And that's how they've stayed undefeated so deep into this season.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now a give on the counter. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. This finds all complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And he recovers his own mistake. He can keep going here.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
They give it to him again. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. A tight end in motion now. Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Bengals 40-yard line.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They go play action on first. Flushed out of the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Bengals all set to go for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he gets him around 6 there. Keely Ringo making the play.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He's contained at the line for no gain. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down. Burrow to the air now. And the Raiders get there and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fair catch made here at the 30. The Raiders and their running back about to get back to work. And he's been a frequent visitor to the end zone over the first couple of months of this season. Right now actually leading the league in rushing touchdowns. They've got first down from the 31. Throwing from the gun. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So it's second down coming up. Here's the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
To the air now on first and 10. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. A lot of grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it'll be second down. Dropping back to throw. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Trying to force one through there. So now it's going to be third and long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that will get them on the board.
Independent kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at third and very long. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And now they're staring at fourth and long. Punt team on the field. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. The Raiders and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting second right now across the league in rushing yards. Lone back gets the handoff. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for Raiders first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Back now, pressure on its way. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw now. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Setting up a throw. He's going to push one deep down the right.
The ability to track the ball. Right, ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback in his offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. To throw again, it's Burrow. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
On the move, headed right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're in a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop.
The lateral goes haywire. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. This one intended for the running back. And that brings up 4th and long. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. The Raiders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun here. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're up against it here on 4th down. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Bengals football. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. He puts some power on a deep one left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Burrow setting to throw. That's caught for the first. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 from the 41. Burrow back to throw. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Burrow setting up the play action. Complete over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
First down, Cincinnati.
He'll throw it yet again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now Burrow. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's brought down for a loss. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 in the first half. Now on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This from 48 on the left hash. Butker knocks it through. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. This is reeled in by Pittman. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. That one's complete, right side. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Sent to the ground by Josh Newton. That's caught. It's the rookie from Nebraska. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Throwing now from the gun. He sends this one to the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially...
Down he goes! The Bengals got to him! Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
Brings up 3rd down.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 3rd down.
Even with the assist from that defense, still 3rd down here. Here's a throw. That's complete to Pittman. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. Yep, as expected. They go to the ground to start this one off. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Nate Hobbs in on that stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. So it's halftime, and a good game so far for you defensive maestros out there. We've got a 3-3 score after 2. Now we'll toss things to Jonathan Coachman in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh.
Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the third quarter. Kickoff taken at the 3. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. First and 10, they're going to throw. Flush down out to his left. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Has him on the quick hitter. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. From the gun, here's a handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels, and right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he gets this forward to the 19.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. So keep that second and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
He'll throw it. And in for the touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, there's such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. On first down, they'll run. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. First down, Burrow to throw. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Burrow out of the shotgun. Right side cut by Higgins. And they make the tackle at the 38. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hits him on the out route. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On first down, here's Burrow. Bails out of the pocket quick. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Let's be real clear, there is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. Third down coming up. Burrow from the gun. Caught by Burton. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Pittman's got it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And this is going to be a short carry that just reaches the 40. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another carry for him. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to the well again. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Got a man. Bowers has it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
He loses the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain. And now they're just inches short for third down. They send a tight end in motion. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Raiders' ball, a chance at a win if they can hang on to this lead. They've got first down from the 31. They're throwing it. Left side pulled in by Pittman. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 23. Throw right side finds Pittman. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. The throw is caught. Looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders now lead by 10. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Burrow back to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. On now comes their punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Raider football. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. They'll run here on 1st down. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 31. He lofts it deep left. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Raiders first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They're going play action. He fires one deep down the middle. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
The give here on 2nd. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Another drive coming up for this offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Burrow to the air now. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or 2 short of the 20 here.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Setting up the running back screen. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Burton there to bring it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Setting up the screen. Still has some space inside the 35. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody.
He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals now within one score in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Bengals getting ready for a big two-point try late. Frying Ford on the ground. And he's into the end zone, so the two-point try pays off. They cut the deficit to just a field goal here in the fourth. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down. Running it now out of the gun. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. 2nd down now. 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Here he is to throw. Complete beyond the marker. He's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Handoff now from the gun. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. The defense takes its third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
That's the gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Drops back. Needs an open man. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So they take a knee here, and they stay perfect on the season. Another victory added on to their streak. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this